Cold night on the way with temperatures out there falling from the low 60s we climbed today down to 45 in Panama City, 48 in Apalachicola, 49 in Bluntstown, 47 in Mariana, and 51 in Destin. Water temperature still holding on to 70 degrees, but the bays, they're cooling off as well down into the 60s now. So if you dip your toe in the water, it is quite chilly. As we go through the rest of tonight, we're not going to quite get to freezing along the coast, but we should be close to it along I-10. So inland areas and then along the rivers and our low-lying spots, that's where we will see frost develop overnight tonight. Coastal areas, maybe patchy frost with the temperature sitting right there at that marginal number. So any area that isn't in the wind may see a little bit of frost. As we go into tomorrow night, after a cold day only climbing into the mid-50s, we'll likely see the freezing number in a lot of coastal locations. Our Futurecast indicating 29 Apalachicola, same thing in Panama City, as well as Definiak Springs, which means some of our low-lying spots, our colder favored spots, may even see the mid-20s tomorrow night, which this will be the coldest night, at least in the forecast period. As we are set to warm up, we're going to be back on the return flow side of the high pressure system as we get into the middle of the week. So it's these two highs that are providing the cold air. That's what we had over the weekend. This one's coming in as we go into tonight and through the day tomorrow. The colder air is actually out ahead of that air mass. There's a little short wave right here that could bring some flakes to the mid-Atlantic, but for us, nice and dry. Our next chance of rain does come on Thursday as we do flip on the other side of this high pressure system or the return flow. So the east side, meaning we get the wind out of the south. See our temperatures climb close to 70 on Thursday. Maybe a stray shower as that boundary works on through, just a glancing blow at cooler air, and then we'll return back to that south flow, the return flow on Sunday and Monday. If we actually see this storm system combined with the cold front, this could be a much stronger system, and potentially we could even be talking about storms to worry about next Monday. As of right now, the modeling kind of suggesting that this doesn't really phase together and the colder air lags, and we eventually get that storm system develop around the Great Lakes, which would help to drag us some cooler air back as we get into the middle of next week. But a potential pattern flame change where we see warmer weather across the east is also a possibility as we head toward the end of next week. So still just don't really know how the pattern is going to play out in the long range, but out there now, nice and quiet, not expecting any kind of shower or activity overnight tonight. I guess that's a good thing because of how cold it is. As we check out the beach conditions, water temperature is sitting at 68 near shore and the bay is sitting at 64 with the offshore water temperature right around 70 degrees. It will be a cold day tomorrow. If you are headed to the coast, walking along the beach, take the jacket. Tomorrow night, even coastal areas could get too freezing, so don't be surprised if you do see a freeze watch or freeze warning for coastal areas tomorrow night. We've already ended the growing season for our inland areas, so no freeze warnings for them through the rest of the season until we get back into next year's growing season.
All right, we'll look for that. Thanks, Ross.